From the out-of-print book, Death Valley Men, written in 1932, there's passages in there about the Death Valley giants that were discovered. And so I'm going to read some of this passage to you. Thomason said, "I've been in and out of the Death Valley country for 20 years. So has my partner. We know where there's a lost treasure. We've known about it for several years, and we're the only men in the world who do know about it. We're going to let you two fellows in on it. You've been good to us. You're both fine fellows. You haven't asked us any questions about ourselves, and we like you. We think you can keep a secret, so we'll tell you ours." Jack blew smoke and asked, "A lost mine?" "No, not a mine," said Thomason. "A lost treasure house, a lost city of gold. It's bigger than any mine that ever was found or ever will be." "It's bigger than the United States Mint," said White, with his voice and body shaken with excitement. "It's a city thousands of years old and worth billions of dollars, billions, not millions, billions." Thomason and White spoke rapidly and tensely, interrupting each other in eager speech. Thomason said, "We've been trying to get the treasure out of the Golden City for years. We had to have help, and we haven't been able to get it." "Everybody tries to rob us," put in White. They all want too big a share. I offered the whole city to the Smithsonian institution for $5 million, only a part of what it's worth. They tried to rob us, too. They said they'd give me $1.5 million and not a cent more. White's fist crashed on the table. "A lousy $1.5 million for a discovery that's worth $1 billion, he sneered. "I had nothing more to do with them." Jack got up and found his plug of tobacco. He threw away his cigarette and savagely bit off an enormous chew. He sat down and crossed his legs and glowered at White as he worked his chew into his jaw. Bill's voice was meek as he asked, "And this place is in Death Valley?" "Right in the Panamint Mountains," said Thomason. "My partner found it by accident. He was prospecting down on the lower edge of the range near Wingate Pass. He was working in the bottom of an old abandoned shaft when the bottom of the shaft fell out and landed him in a tunnel. We've explored the tunnel since. It's a natural tunnel, like a big cave. It's over 20 miles long. It leads all through a great underground city, through the treasure vaults, the royal palace, and the council chamber, and it connects to a series of beautiful galleries with stone arches in the east slope of the Panamint Mountains. Sorry about that. Those arches are like great big windows in the side of the mountain, and they look down on Death Valley. They're high above the valley now, but we believe that these entrances in the mountainside were used by the ancient people that built that city. They used to land their boats there." "Boats?" demanded the astonished Bill. "Boats in Death Valley?" Jack choked and said, "Sure, boats. There used to be a big lake in Death Valley. I hear the fishing was fine." "You know about the lake?" Thomason pointed his blue chin at Jack. "Your geology would tell you about the lake. It was a long time ago, millions of years probably. The ancient people who built the city and the caverns under the mountain lived on in their treasure houses long after the lake and the valley dried up. How long we don't know, but the people we found in the caverns have been dead for thousands of years. Why, those mummies alone are worth $1 million. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to make this a two-parter. Enjoy the second part.